What is up, you little weirdos? Welcome back to my crypto journey. It's your boy Rodney. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Now let's shake off that Monday blues with some cryptocurrency news, and we have a ton of news to talk about today. So the overall cryptocurrency market is literally doing nothing. As you can see over here on CoinMarketCap, we are up nothing and down nothing today, currently sitting at a $1.19 trillion market cap. Our trending cryptos are Curve DAO token, WorldCoin, and of course Shiba Inu. And Shiba Inu is trending in preparation for ETH Toronto. That's happening next month, where they should be unveiling their biggest, pretty much most important use case in Shibarium. More on that later in the week. So CBDCs are something that none of us really want in the crypto. None of us should want at all, right? Central bank digital currencies. Now, we don't know how that would affect us as a society, but we have a little bit of a taste test right here, because in China, check this out. China CBDCs is linked to a digital ID. If caught speeding, a fine is instantly deducted from your digital wallet by a surveillance system. So no ticket, no court, nothing, just automatically taken out of your wallet. Check this out. That is, imagine just speeding, maybe going a couple miles over the speed limit and getting a direct debit from your account. Maybe that's your last $50 or $300, depending on which state you're in over here in the States. That is absolutely insane. That's some 1984 Big Brother-esque type of stuff that we do not need. So another reason why we should not have CBDCs. In really, really common these days type news, it looks like an NFT that was purchased by YouTuber, right, Logan Paul, that was worth $623,000 in 2021 is now only worth $1,600. And this is a very, very common story we see in the crypto space, especially with popular NFTs. We'll see if this price can go back up to, what it was worth during the next bull run, but I highly doubt it. So are NFTs, when it comes to like pictures and stuff like that, are they really going to be worth anything in the future? I truly think that NFTs are going to be for like proof of ownership with tickets, deeds, titles, those sorts of things. And, in crypto gaming, like skins and stuff like that. So that's where I think the future lies for NFTs. I'm not sure how popular they're going to continue to be with just pictures, but we'll have to see. I mean, crypto's crazy, and I'm sure we'll get some sort of new wave of popular NFTs in the future. Now we have some good and bad news for Binance. So the good news is that Binance is going to offer crypto services to institutional investors in Dubai. Now, I've heard Dubai is pretty pro crypto. I've heard you can just walk around with your ledger or like your wallet and like pay for a lot of things over there, which is pretty cool. So that's a W for Binance over in Dubai, but it looks like they took a little bit of a L in Nigeria. So Binance activities are illegal in Nigeria, securities regulators say. So their version of the SEC, right, said that last year all cryptos are securities. It says that the country has been processing crypto exchange applications to register on a trial basis, but will not complete registration until an agreement is reached with the central bank, which has blocked local financial institutions from interacting with crypto service providers. They also made a blanket warning saying to be wary of investing in crypto assets and any other products offered or operated by entities not registered or regulated by the commission. Pretty much saying all platforms that are making any solicitations are hereby directed to immediately stop soliciting Nigerian investors in any form whatsoever. So obviously Binance has had some trouble getting approval in a lot of countries, especially European countries, and we're seeing it now in Nigeria. So we'll see what comes of this, but more growing pains for cryptocurrency. Now, a quick shout out to the X community. This is a small cap community token that has been absolutely sending over the last week or so. Now, these things don't usually have a long shelf life. This thing has been out since the 23rd, but it's still on a nice little uptrend-ish. We're sitting at a $27 million market cap. The community is very, very strong on Twitter. Remember, not financial advice. Always invest with caution, but I like to see a small cap doing well in this space. On the other hand, a token called Bald looks like they have absolutely pulled the rug. We had 7,000 Ethereum being pulled out of the liquidity, which is, absolutely insane. And I think they're calling this Bald because it's a funny meme token, pretty much calling Brian Armstrong bald, which is interesting, right? Just the meme coin space, this doesn't surprise me. This is a thing that happens every single day in this space. There's all kind of influencers or just people in general trying to take advantage and make a quick buck by launching their old tokens and then, blaming it on some sort of, sniper activity from bots or some sort of of fake scam link. I don't know. But another meme coin has pulled the rug. And of course, this has to do with Brian Armstrong and Coinbase because they're in the news. But before we get to that story, well, let's talk about another influencer that kind of wrecked a lot of people over the weekend. So this all kind of started with BitBoy Crypto back in April. Then we had another guy named Ben ETH launch a bunch of tokens. We had Ben Token, Psyop Token, and Loyal Token. Now, Ben Token's doing well, BitBoy Crypto's token, but he also helped to bring up Loyal Token and Psyop Token, which turned out to be some disasters. In the middle of that drama, we had another influencer named Pauly kind of jump in the middle, kind of roasting Ben ETH, wanted to challenge him to a boxing match. A lot of weird, cringy YouTuber drama that I really love. I'm a connoisseur of that kind of drama. I like to see it over on Twitter. Now, this guy named Pauly, pretty much, I'd say, built his following on Pepe, right? He's a big, he used to like Pepe. He turned against them saying that they should pay the creator of Pepe, Matt Fury, for making him, I don't know. I think he's just being edgy on Twitter. This guy's a huge troll, which I love, but it's kind of cringy at the same time. But pretty much he launched his own token called Pond, right, which is obviously Pond Frog, like a play on of Pepe or whatever. A lot of people were buying into it, clicking on scam links. A lot of people lost a lot of money. Turns out that the product didn't do so well. And it's like, why do people take these guys seriously? They're all the same, packaged in different ways. I'm not buying any shitcoin. I will, but I'm not going to buy it with the thought of it being some sort of serious project that's long term. I'm going to treat these products as pump and dump scam rug pulls, which they usually are, not all the time. And I think that a lot of people should view them this way as well, because the truth is a lot of people buying this sort of thing, right, they're just looking to make a quick buck. So it's pretty much one of the greater fool theory kind of things, right? Kind of like a Ponzi scheme kind of thing. Not saying it is, but it definitely could be. So another failed influencer launched a meme coin that probably made this guy and a lot of scammers a lot of money. All right, so in big Coinbase news, so there was a Wells notice sent to Coinbase right before the SEC hit them with the lawsuit. And I think what that Wells notice said, pretty much, they wanted Coinbase to delist every single asset except for Bitcoin on their exchange. Now, obviously, Coinbase isn't going to do this, but check this out. Quote, they came back to us and said that they believe that every asset other than Bitcoin is a security, Armstrong said. And we said, how are you coming to this conclusion? Because that's not our interpretation of the law. And they said, we're not going to explain that to you. You need to delist every asset other than Bitcoin. So remember, because Brian Armstrong said that that's not their interpretation of the law. Well, we got a clear interpretation with the SEC and XRP ruling, and the judge saying that it is not a security. At least XRP isn't. And I think that's the conclusion that most judges are going to come to if this thing goes to court. Because remember, Coinbase is still battling it out with the SEC, whether they're listing, unregistered securities on their exchange or not. It's kind of crazy, but we have a ruling that just happened a couple weeks ago that I think a lot of judges are going to look at. It's like they wouldn't delist anything, right? They're not going to delist anything just because the SEC says to. Now, here's the thing. Back when XRP first got that lawsuit from the SEC, Coinbase delisted them because they didn't want to deal with the SEC. It turns out the SEC took the battle to them. Remember, the SEC seems like it's trying to regulate cryptocurrency out of existence, right? So Brian Armstrong saying, hey, this is what they told us. We're not going to do it. And more power to the people in the cryptocurrency world. It's funny to see the SEC kind of going out bad, because I do not believe that when we get a new president, if we get a new president, hopefully we get a new president, Kennedy, Bitcoin maxi guy. I love Kennedy. Can we get Kennedy up there? Probably not going to happen. But if we get a Trump or somebody else in office, hopefully they'll kind of put an end to this crazy tirade the SEC is going on, trying to just pretty much deregulate or just regulate cryptocurrency out of existence, right? So we'll see what happens. But Coinbase saying, nah, we ain't doing that, buddy. So shout out to you, Brian Armstrong, holding it down for us weirdos in the cryptocurrency space. And of course, lastly, Shannon Thorpe, right? She works in treasury management for Wells Fargo. So a big bank lady, maybe kind of just pandering to the XRP community, but gives us an insane bullish XRP prediction in 4 to 7 months, right? That XRP will be anywhere between $100 to $500. Now, that's absolutely insane. I've seen $1. I've seen $5. This is a crazy prediction, but she makes an interesting point here, and it kind of makes a little bit of sense, and it has to do with everyone getting on the XRP train and not basing our predictions on XRP based off chart analysis, based on it being a security still, because it's not. Remember, a judge ruled that it's not a security, going back to the whole Coinbase situation. Which what she's pretty much saying, if all banks get on board, right, and XRP gets any of the percentage, or a small amount, right, of any of the percentage of the business that Swift does, factored in with all the burning mechanisms, XRP can definitely hit that $100 to $500 range. Now, remember, you know, she even says that she hopes that this ages well, but she says that if you dare to challenge the status quo, you must first believe in what you own and know that anything is possible, which is very true, right? Because we're basing on all these other price movements and price action on what we think is possible based on what happened in the past before. Remember, FedNow just launched a week ago, and although myself and other people thought they could be rivals to XRP, they could incorporate it, right? If we get someone in the, you could say in the White House and just in our different branches of government, more people that are pro-crypto, we could see this integrated into our system. So XRP could really be the dominant force in the cryptocurrency world. And if this happens, right, obviously it would be much, much bigger than Bitcoin. I mean, $100 to $500, it'd be much, much bigger than Bitcoin, even with the burn mechanism. And all she says is that it takes a flip of the switch. So I like this. Obviously, it's a lot to read, but that's pretty much the, I would say, the summary of it all. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if this ages well. I personally don't think it's going to be $100 to $500 4 to 7 months, but I mean, if those things happen and if XRP gets that sort of momentum, it's definitely possible. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did I fill you in on all the cryptocurrency news? If I added value to your day, like, subscribe, retweet, follow, all that good stuff. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you during the live stream. Peace.